Hi, I'm Blake Stockton, creator of YouthBasketballCamps.com and Find Your Perfect Basketball Camps video guide. I'm super pumped you're here right now, and I first just want to say thank you. Thank you for signing up for the free video series, and thank you for taking your time and investing it into learning about basketball camps for your son, daughter, niece, nephew, grandson, granddaughter, whoever. Because I know that finding the right camp, can increase not only their basketball skills, but also their confidence. And if you're here right now, I know that your time is valuable online and off, so I'm going to make a promise to you. I promise to one, not waste your time, and two, throughout the video series, I'm going to teach you things that you can apply into your basketball camp search to save you time, save you overwhelm, and just help you find those perfect camps. I'm ready to get into this video guide. I have my whiteboard over here. I have my vintage 93 Orlando Magic poster here signed by Steve Kerr and Shaq. I'm ready to get into this. I hope you're ready too. Let's go ahead and get into the slides. All right, here we go. Find perfect basketball camps, free video number 1, and today's video's theme is on learning. We're going to go over the 4 things you need to know before signing up for a basketball camp. Good stuff here. Before we get into that, I'm going to give you a quick background on myself, real short. I created youthbasketballcamps.com to help parents just like you find camps. Before the website was created, you'd have to find basketball camps through a Google search, a word of mouth. It was pretty difficult and it was hard to discover camps in your area. Now you can find college, NBA, WNBA, elite, and many more basketball camps on the website. Even though I've listed the 3,000 plus camps though, I still found that parents need help finding basketball camps because everyone's situation is unique. The combination of camps you're looking for, where you live, what time of the year you're looking for camps. Are you have a beginner player who's looking for those beginner camps, those more fun camps? Do you have an advanced player who's looking for those elite camps? You don't really know where to look because they're always changing, always evolving as a player. And I've actually helped hundreds of parents find camps for their son or daughter through interacting with social media and email. And after doing all these searches and interactions, I realized I can be of more value to parents if I teach the same knowledge, tools, techniques that I've picked up searching for camps for the last 5, 6 years, and some of the knowledge I have from going to camps for several years, attending over 20 day and overnight camps, some of that knowledge, passing it on. So here I am. I'm giving out this free video series to pass on some of this knowledge, really help you discover that perfect basketball camp. And today's game plan, what we're going to be doing today, those 4 things you need to know before signing up. Everything we're going over are things you should be looking for on a camp website or a brochure. Sometimes they have brochures listed online, or if you pick up a brochure at a local rec center or college. And these are all things that I look for when doing a camp search as well. And the first thing here is to figure out if it's a camp or a clinic, or maybe look for a camp versus a clinic. The difference between the two is that a clinic will be much shorter than a camp. Shorter either in the amount of time per day, so maybe the clinic will only be in the morning, or sometimes it'll be in the afternoon. Or the other way it'll be shorter is in the number of days. So maybe a clinic is 1 or 2 days versus 5 days. Clinics they're shorter, and what will be different usually is that they won't have the scrimmages. The drills will be the same. There will be a lot of teaching, but the scrimmages are eliminated from the clinic. And I bring this up for any parents who are looking for something more affordable. Maybe you've signed up for a camp and you're looking for something more in the $100 range. Keep an eye out for clinics because that's what you'll be looking for. It's a little bit shorter. You won't get the games, but then if you're looking for the games, the scrimmages, you can always sign them up for a league, or they can play some pickup basketball at the rec center, YMCA. Clinics are also a popular option during the winter and spring break. So keep an eye out for them during those times. Maybe it's a couple days here or there, or maybe it's a 5-day camp, but it's only during the morning or afternoon. Keep an eye open for those clinics if that's something you're interested in. The second thing you need to know is the camper to coach ratio. And this is basically how many campers there are for every coach. A good ratio is 9 to 1, 11 to 1. A low ratio like that ensures that the camper will get more individual attention and teaching. And a red flag is if this ratio isn't listed on the camp website, you want to make sure that you're not signing up for a camp factory. And a camp factory is pretty much where a camp is trying to sign up as many kids as possible so they make the most money. As soon as you get up to the 20, 25 kids for every coach, the individual training is out the window. It's really not even available anymore because there's just too many kids. So they can't focus. It's more of a summer camp at this point than actually a basketball specialized training camp. So if you don't see this camper to coach ratio, look into it, figure it out, see if it's something that the camp is thinking about. Most of the time it's listed because it's an important thing to look out for. But if it's not, definitely a red flag. The third thing you need to know are stations, and I'm not talking about the radio kind. I'm talking about drill stations, and this is where a camper will learn a new drill, a new skill for 5 to 10 minutes at several, call them stations around the gym. And there could be 6 or more stations at a time, so every 10 minutes they rotate to a new station. Red flag here, another red flag, if the camp you're signing up for doesn't have any stations listed. And if they don't, ask yourself, what's the educational component of this camp? Stations are really, the bigger question is, you want to look out for the stations, but the bigger question is, what is the educational component? What will your son or daughter get out of camp? If there aren't stations there, what else will they be learning? Because you want to sign up for a camp that has that educational component. Lectures are another great thing to look out for that will pass on that knowledge, that educational component. Most camps will have stations, and really also they'll list the stations, but then what will be taught at the station. Think about is it too advanced or maybe too beginner for your camper. The fourth thing you need to know are camp discounts. Are there any camp discounts? Before you signed up for camp, did you check for any? Most camps will have a discount of some kind, whether it's for signing up early, bringing a friend to camp, signing up for multiple camp discounts. I've seen camp discounts anywhere from $5 to over $100. The average camp discount, though, is around $25. It really just depends on the type of camp and what you're doing to get the discount. And I'm just mentioning this to you because you don't want to pass up on this opportunity to save some moolah. And if you're going to several camps over the next several years, you can save a ton of money. So look out for these camp discounts. I have a bonus tip here for you. It's not the 4 things you need to know, but I think most parents need to know this tip, and it's how to get the most out of camp. It's a great learning tip. The best way for your camper to get the most out of camp is to write down every day the new drills, skills, and lessons learned at the camp. It's because you don't want what they learn to be forgotten a week after camp. The drills, if they remember what they learned, they can do the drills at home, at their hoop, keep working on their skills, keep getting better as a basketball player. If the camp is more advanced, also want to write down any leadership lessons learned that they can apply for school or competitive basketball team. Give them, maybe even as a parent, you want to make it a requirement. Say, if I'm going to pay the $250 for a day camp, the $500, $600 for an overnight camp, I want you to get a lot out of it. So I'm going to need you to write down 5 things you learned every day before you go to sleep. Here's a pen and paper. Good luck. Whatever you want to do as a parent, you can do, recommend for them to write down anything they learned so that it's not forgotten a week after camp. And that'll wrap up our lesson here for the free video number 1. In this lesson, we went over those 4 things you need to know before signing up for camp: the camp versus the clinic, the camper to coach ratio, stations, and camp discounts. Also shared with you that bonus tip to get the camper to write down anything they learned at camp so the camp keeps having an impact long after it's over. The next video, video number 2, First though, if you found the video helpful, please share it, like it, comment below. I'll be checking the comments, be writing back for any questions you have. If you think the video would be valuable for somebody, feel free to share it. You can share this video with anybody you want. Keep an eye on your inbox for video number 2. It will be on its way soon. And a hint here for the next video is that it's going to be about the best way to find basketball camps. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you, walking you through some things you need to know. It's going to be great. So keep your eye on the next video in your inbox very soon.